Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rocky Muniz. I'm a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling mom to 4 kids. I have a 4th grader, 2nd grader, kindergartner, and a little 3-year-old who tags along everywhere. And every now and again, I get friends asking me like, how do I homeschool and where do I even begin? Where do I look? And basically, this is the information I give them. I'm gonna give it to you in this video, as you can tell from the title. So I'm not claiming to be an expert by any means. And this is what I tell all my friends, or my friends that have asked me. You know, Rock, how do I start homeschooling? And I'm so scared I might do something wrong. Okay, well, the way to avoid that is first and foremost, find out the laws of your state for homeschooling. So every state has their own set of laws and how they conduct things, the regulations, the paperwork, stuff like that. But you can go to a website and it's called HSLDA.org. And they do have a link on their page to homeschool laws by state. I'm actually looking at it right now. So you can learn about withdrawing your child from public school, all the state requirements, testing mandatory subjects and deadlines. It's very detailed. It's a legit resource. You're gonna wanna figure that out first. Okay, don't be intimidated by it. Just do the research, okay? So you're going to figure out what the laws are. Number 2 is you're gonna wanna figure out your philosophies. So, you know, you've heard, or if you've done any kind of research, you've heard about Charlotte Mason, learned about unit studies, learned about Common Core even, you know about Common Core. Not all curriculums are created equal and they're not all going to have the same approach. So you're gonna wanna figure that out first and you're gonna wanna spend some time doing that. I lean toward a Charlotte Mason classical approach. A lot of the curriculum we've chosen that has drawn me to it. A lot of them are familiar in that they're like based in Charlotte Mason's teachings, they're based in or they're classical. Number 3, if you've had any time in the public school system or even a private school, whether they're in pre-K or all the way up to 8th grade, you're gonna wanna spend some time deschooling. This child has been doing things a certain way and you know, maybe they are stressed out, maybe they are feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed trying to get them to school and pick them up and get them to all of their extra curriculars and whatnot. You're gonna wanna spend some time as a family just doing nothing in regard to academics. For some people that could be 2 weeks, for some people that may be a semester, plus the summer. A semester plus the winter. I don't know, that's gonna look different for your family. You really gotta gauge like where you're coming from and like how stressed out you are, or maybe you don't even know that you guys are stressed, or you don't even realize like that your child, you know, there's a lot on their plate and they're gonna need time to go from, you don't wanna jump from public school right into homeschool. Okay, you're gonna wanna spend some time, you know, untying these knots and rubbing out these muscles, and you're gonna want to spend time together. You're gonna wanna spend time doing activities together as a family, indulging in a hobby, you know, really focusing on just relaxing. I know it's kind of weird. It's totally counterculture, right? Like we're just go, you know, we gotta be productive, but part of being productive is also taking the time to rest. And I want to encourage you, if you've had a very stressful school experience, it's okay to take time and step back and spend some time just learning naturally. And what I mean by that is being in the kitchen together, going to the library, watching documentaries online, reading books together, painting together, drawing together. Do you guys want to look up a recipe and they can, you know, help you shop and spend money in that way and learn about, there's so many ways to deschool. This is your opportunity to let them sleep in and probably, you know, really get some deep, good rest, eat good meals, and just be together. Seize that opportunity and deschool. There's tons of stuff online, tons of YouTube videos and blogs and things like that, really just kind of diving more into deschooling. And I'll see if I can find some stuff and link it down below as well. You're writing this down, you're gonna look up the laws. Number 2, you're going to research methods / philosophies and figure out which one resonates the most with you. This might not be the one you stick with 6 months from now or a year from now, but you know, become familiar with these methods, okay? And number 3 is deschool. Okay, so number 4 would be to look into curriculums. Now this is the part that's super overwhelming for so many people, is even for me sometimes, even now 6 years in, I'm like, oh gosh, you know, I'm not really feeling this curriculum and I want to switch. And like, oh my God, there's like 30 I got to sort through for that one particular tiny little, extra subject. But there are, and that's great. That's a great problem to have, is we have so many choices. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, and this is number 4, right? You're going to want to research your curriculum. Do not commit to anything right off the bat. If you're just coming out of public school, or you're just like, oh, I just want to start homeschooling already, don't do that. Don't feel hurried to choose something right away. Oh, the school year starts in whatever, how many weeks. It's okay. Like, don't worry about it. You're homeschooling now. There is nobody breathing down your neck saying when to start and when to end. It's not like that anymore. So for researching, I really encourage people to use the website Cathy Duffy, CATHYDUFFY. And when I came into the homeschooling space, this is what was suggested to me, and it never fails me. Okay, you're going to go to that website to research the curriculum. You can go on also YouTube. And so what I did was I picked like my top curriculums that were really interesting that people had suggested to me as well. And I went and I plugged them in on YouTube. I went to Facebook. Facebook is such a great tool, and I'm pretty like silent on Facebook, like on my account, but like I use it for a lot of things. I go into homeschooling groups and I type in that particular curriculum. And sometimes it's just a leap of faith and jumping into a curriculum, and you've done your due diligence in the research and reading all the reviews and this and that, and you just pick something. Your budget is really going to dictate what you can get. There are so many free resources out there. You check eBay, go on Facebook and put a curriculum exchange sell and buy, homeschool curriculum sell and buy groups. There's so many ways around it, so don't feel like, oh, like I have to buy this particular curriculum because it's the first one you heard about. So get a little notebook or open up a note on your phone and just start taking notes. Like, I heard about this one, this one, this one, this one. Well, over the last 6, almost 7 years, I've changed out a lot. And I change it out in the middle of the year. I've done it at the end of the year. I've done it at the beginning of the year. Just, if it doesn't fit, we're not going to force. A lot. It can feel overwhelming, but again, you're not like under the gun here. And also, don't feel like you have to have everything. Choose math and language arts. Like, worry about everything else later. I think there was one year where we were, so focused on our core subjects. Like, I didn't really touch history or social studies. I also wanted to add, involve your child. If your kid is like preteen to teenage, like, they should really feel ownership over their homeschool journey, and it's going to give them a sense of independence and responsibility, and in that way they feel ownership over it, and hopefully they can choose something that they're excited about and not forced upon. So do this with them. This is good real life skills, being practiced in real time when they're with mom and dad trying to figure out which programs to use. Number 5, and what I tell my friends, is find your people. Okay, that's like, it's right up there for me with the laws. Like with the legals, friendship. Okay, you're gonna want to find your people. And the way that I did this came very like organically, because me and my sister-in-law, we actually started homeschooling our kids at the same time, and all of our kids are in like kind of like similar grades. They're like weeks and months apart, all of our kids. So we started at the same time, and we just organically had a group because we have 8 kids between us. So and then friends joined, and eventually my awesome sister-in-law, she started her own co-op. So now we're a part of that co-op going on, I think we're in our 2nd year now. But before that, my people were my church friends, my people were my family. And getting your kids around other kids, it doesn't have to be something super organized. You don't have to jump into a co-op right away, but I do encourage you to start looking into what's in your area where you can take your kid and they can just be with other kids, whether it's organized or not organized, whether it's something organically that happens with cousins and families and neighbors, or if it's something that you have to go out and search and be a part of. Here's another way around that. Okay, you look up homeschoolers in, for example, Southern California. And then I would go into that Southern California Facebook group, and then I would actually post a question. And I'd say, are any of you moms meeting up? Know of any co-ops? Know of any enrichment places? Know of any Are you all getting together at the park? Like, let me know. It's like that. You're gonna have to put yourself out there. So if you want to find your people, because if you want to make it in the long run, you really and you want to enjoy it, and your kids want to enjoy it, you want to find your people. You want to find your village. And homeschooling gives us that opportunity because we have time and we have freedom, and we've detached ourselves from the rat race, and you can spend time really cultivating rich friendships. Find your people, whether that's through your church, through a sports group, through family. Find your people and make that a priority. Make your relationships a priority. Okay guys, so that's it. 5 things. Number 1, the legalities. Number 2, methods and philosophy. Number 3, deschool. Number 4, research your curriculum and invite your children to do that alongside you if they're old enough. And number 5, start looking for your people. I could be your people. I could be your internet people. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me or ideas for future videos, please let me know down below in a comment. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for some future homeschooling, homemaking content. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.